Hey guys, Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. It's Saturday afternoon. Been a long day, working in the greenhouse, working in the garden. Sunny day, second half of the day. It's so bizarre. The weather out here is just strange and difficult to plan around. Some of my things that I've grown are doing okay, but a lot of them they don't have that burst. They need the heat. They need the sun. It's just not coming. It's not coming. Don't know what the deal is, but hey, just delayed in our up and at least until the tomatoes get up and going. Nothing's going on with my tomatoes at all. Even in the greenhouse. Yeah, I know I got a lot of issues with my green thumb. I don't have one. I can grow sprouts. It takes like 3 days, and they're really easy to grow. I have a little sprout tray. Amy and I make sprouts all the time. And if you're looking to complement your dried food that you've been sitting on since Y2K, great way to go is with sprouts. And you don't need a green thumb. All you need is a little water and a place to put them, really. And they sprout, and they're ultra nutritious. And they're good. You throw on a sandwich or a salad, or just eat them as they're sitting there. And it could supplement the lack of nutrition in your dried food that you have saved up for the coming chaos. And I hope everybody knows that it's coming. It's coming hard and fast. A lot of stuff about Trump this weekend. There's a really good report about why Trump fired Comey. It's not what the Democrats are saying or the media is saying at all. Comey was running cover for the Clintons for decades, and he's knee-deep in this really, really bad stuff. I mean, really bad stuff. Jeffrey Epstein's, Lolita Express and all the bad stuff that the Clintons do. Comey's been right in the middle of it, is completely compromised. He was kind of the head guy in charge of, within the FBI, of trying to overthrow the Trump presidency. He should be tried for treason. Trump's letting him off easy by booting him out, and he did it in the greatest way ever. He had Jeff Sessions send Comey out to California, and then Trump fires him and locks confiscates all his files and all his computer stuff in his office, basically. And they're going to go through everything that he knew and all his emails and all the criminal activity that he was involved with and connect the bad people within the FBI, within the deep state that are in the government. It was a great move. Expertly timed. Good job, Trump. He delivered some bad news to the Pope, some bad news to Merkel. Lots going on behind the scenes. So much more than what we're seeing. Yes, the good guys are winning this battle, but it ain't over. It's not even close to over. Most likely, we're going to get some revelations this summer about all the criminal activity. Not all of it, just part of it needs to come out. About the criminal activity that's been going on right in front of our faces, but theoretically in the deep state, in the government, that does not let us know what's happening, does not tell us what's happening. We, the people, are supposed to control these assholes. We haven't been living up to our responsibility. We need to hold these guys accountable 100%. So let's not let the FBI hide any more evidence. Let's not let Trump hide any more evidence. Let's not let the Clintons or the Bushes or anybody. We need the truth, and we need it now. It is our responsibility as citizens of the United States to hold these people accountable. And the 650,000 documents, the Clinton documents taken off Anthony Weiner's laptop, we need to see every single one of those. Every single one. And they haven't shown us any of them. And I know WikiLeaks has them. Everybody knows the WikiLeaks has them. So why aren't they sending them out? They're waiting till things get into place. And certain people... No. We need full disclosure on everything from everybody. And that's the job of we the people. It's our government. It's not their government. It's the people. Like I sit there at night and I watch the secret space program going off, things flying around like you would not believe. I have night vision goggles. I see all kinds of ships in the sky flying around. They're not anything we know of today. Are they human even built? I don't know. I doubt most of them are. But there's all kinds of them up there. And they're not telling us. Our government knows and they're not telling us. All the stuff, all the research I've been doing into the Grand Canyon gold and all the they're not Egyptian, but the artifacts found in the Grand Canyon, the hieroglyphics all over, the pyramids within the Grand Canyon, ancient pyramids within the Grand Canyon, all that stuff needs to come out. They need to tell us the truth. They need to open up the Grand Canyon so we can go in and actually look at this stuff. They need to open up the Antarctic too. They don't get to decide. They don't. This is humanity's adventure, not our government's adventure. And those within government who are hiding all this stuff from humanity, shame on you. And Trump, unless you do something about it now, as in tell people the truth, shame on you as well. I'm sick of it. This is our existence. This is our life. We the people in the United States. And if our government is going to hide things from us for national security reasons, then they should be out. The government is people. And government is probably a handful of people who make these decisions and tell their underlings. That's got to change. We the people have the right to know absolutely everything. Everything. So get off your butts and get this information out there. Trump, you, and Jeff Sessions, get all that information out there. Stop hiding. Stop it. You're hiding everything, and people know nothing. So yeah, they're going to jump to conclusions about Trump and about his firing of Comey and all this stuff because you don't tell anybody the truth. It's time to start telling the truth. Tell the truth about the secret space program, about the monetary system, about all the hidden gold in the United States, about all the missing silver and how rare silver is these days. Can you imagine what would happen if the truth came out and everybody knew everything? It would be chaos, yes, of course it would be. But that's only because you've been hiding it for so long. It's ridiculous. It's gotten to that point where ultra frustration on the part of we the people. And we know it's there. We can feel it. Something's wrong. We're not being told what's really happening, but we don't know what to do about it. And the moment your government starts lying to you, they're going to add more lies on top of it. And it is completely out of control. It needs to end. And Trump, that's why we put you in office, to drain the swamp. So get on with it. Drain the swamp. Show everybody all those emails from the Clinton laptop. Show everybody all the information you have on the deep state. Show everybody all the information on what's going on in the Antarctica. Why are there tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people now stationed down there, going down to the Antarctica? And we were always told, no, there's nothing. There's maybe a couple scientists down there. It's ridiculous. There's a whole new civilization going on, and we the people are not allowed to know about it because you can't handle the truth. Give me a break. Look what the hiding the truth is doing to us. It's turning us into moronic slaves. And I don't blame the people in Berkeley for the crap they're pulling because they're ill-informed as well. They don't know. They watch TV, they watch CNN, and they think, the Republicans and Trump are bad people, and they're out to get them, and they don't like people of color, and they don't like people coming into the country. We're a nation of immigrants, all that stuff. There's so much more going on that they don't know. They don't know that the opening of the borders was literally, from the Obama administration, was literally destroying the United States. You know how many operatives there are now, today, within the United States? Tens of thousands. Just waiting for the moment to strike and attack our freedom. And that's bullcrap if Bush talks about, they're trying to attack our freedom in Iraq and we have to go invade. It's ridiculous. Our freedom lies within our borders. That's the freedom we need to keep. Freedom from government. Freedom from people who are trying to take down our way of life. Freedom from everything that's been shoved down our throats in the Bush administration, and the Clinton administration, and the Obama administration. All of it needs to be flushed. We need to know the truth. Why did Clinton hire Mark Rich to rig the markets back in the 90s? And then pardon him. He was on the FBI's most wanted list for decades. And then pardons him his very last move. What was it that Mark Rich was doing for Glencore and Trafigura and Noble Group and all the commodity companies that trade in commodities and rig the markets? Mark Rich was the the linchpin behind it all. And yeah, he's dead now. He died a few years ago, but his companies are still around, and that's Glencore, Trafigura, and Noble Group. Noble Group's Chinese, but they got Mark Rich associates there. And they all talk to each other, and they rig every market. Completely illegal, and yet it's allowed. Why? That's my rant. So in the days, weeks, months coming, I'm looking for truth to come out of government, and it might be just a little truth about Seth Rich, who murdered him and why he was murdered. Was he murdered when he got shot in the back, or was he murdered on the operating table by a Clinton surgeon? That's the latest news, and a lot of documents saying, yeah, it was a Clinton crony who was operating on him, and the cops thought he was fine, and then he gets to the hospital and he's dead the next day. Why? Things like this need to come out, and it's sad and it's scary what we're inching our way into, but we have to go through it to get to the other side. And the other side is the land of the free and the home of the brave. The other side is living in a country that tells the truth and doesn't lie and has an honest monetary system and an honest foreign policy and is honest with its people most of all, because the people that are currently running our lives will be no more. We'll take them down and take them out. We can put honest people. There are honest people out there. Rand Paul, great example. He's honest as the day is long. Let's get him in there. And there are more. And they will come out, but first we have to drain that swamp. And Trump, the only way you're going to drain the swamp is to pull the plug and let it drain. And you want to pull the plug? Just release all of Clinton's 650,000 documents. Let us sort through it. Let us find out who's connected to who. The alt media is a whole lot better than the FBI has been, obviously. Anyway, this is Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. Really exciting time for the cryptos, for silver. Silver is bottoming and going to blow any second. The cryptos are bottoming maybe. I don't know. I don't care. The cryptos, you got to get in and just sit there and wait and hold your breath. They're going to run when they're ready to run. That's, the big money is still waiting. This guy, Mike Adams, from Natural News, who put out the most ridiculous video on why Bitcoin is going to go to zero and you can't sell your Bitcoin. Stupidest video I've ever seen. Ever. It's embarrassing. I heard he's really good with health and things like that, but when it comes to cryptos and markets and trading and how to get out of cryptocurrency, no clue. Zero clue. And luckily, most of the people who emailed me about that video said, "What is wrong with this guy? Was he born yesterday? Does he understand how a market works?" No, he doesn't. You're going to hear a lot of this stuff. I see it as actually kind of a good sign. You hear these kind of things when Bitcoin is out of favor, and then all of a sudden it'll go crazy up again, and then because the big money wants to get in. They probably paid this guy my ass. Just go out there and do the stupidest video you can to scare the weak hands out of the cryptocurrencies. And he did. I mean, there was the points he was making were ridiculous. And if you saw it, I'm sure you can tell just how ridiculous it was. Anyway, this is Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. Not sure if I'm going to post again this weekend. It's Memorial Day. It's time to think about those who sacrificed for our nation and for us. And what our government is doing right now is embarrassing to them, and that's something we should remember, is the people who died for our country. So, citizens of the United States, I'm telling you and begging you, let's force our government to tell us the truth from now on. No more lies, no more market rigging, no more murder, suicide, bribery, you name it, it goes on. And I know it sounds like a third world dictator type of government that I'm talking about, but no, this is the United States. This is the banana republic that we live in right now, and it needs to end. And Trump can end it tomorrow by releasing all the 650,000 Clinton documents that were on Anthony Weiner's laptop. Let us decide. There's no reason not to let us decide. We need to know the truth, and we need to decide what is right and what is wrong. Release the emails. We'll talk to you later.